time for something I've never done before, a live stream from my house. So this is the, let me get down here. Oh, this is the third time or third format of a battle report we've tried. And this is a live stream version. So as it's a live stream version, some things that we have to understand is that obviously we can't condense the time. So there's going to be some dead spaces. And additionally, I can't edit anything, so you might hear some vulgar language because this is a raw game, and we'll try to watch our language, but I can't promise you that everything will be clean. So anyhow, we're going to get started. You're not going to see our faces because we have the camera angles set the way they are. I have a couple camera angles we're trying, so all this is new for me, trying to improve as I go. So we're all on a great test ride. So I'm going to stand up now because this hurts. Ow! Okay. So we are going to be doing scenario 2 in the book. And in scenario 2, you can see the table on the screen. We are going with a 6 foot by 4 foot table, and we are going at 1,500 points. This is Nords versus 100 Kingdoms. Normally I try for all painted forces, but due to the COVID issue, and we haven't done a report in a while, we're going to relax on that. So I don't have all my militia painted, and my opponent Dave, he's starting. He's doing pretty good. He's got some stuff painted, so we're gonna be leaning on that this time. So in this scenario, if you look at the table right here, where this takes place in the Stornlands up in the north, we have a fairly light table with terrain. So we have forest and a forest stand, so these are both going to obstruct. And they're going to obstruct your line of sight, and they're going to be impeding. We have this rune piece right here, which you can see through, but it will obstruct, and it will impede if you try to charge through it. These two big trees are impassable. This rune piece right here is impassable. And we have a hill over on the right, and that's just a hill. So that'll be a level 2 hill on the top, level 1 on the slopes going up. And that's pretty much it. So looking at the scenario itself, we're gonna modify this a little bit, but this is my deployment area right where I'm standing, and this is Dave's deployment area across from me. It's where the Nords are coming in. We have 4 objectives on the table. This is a modification again of scenario 2. So these are my 2 objectives, and those are the Nords' 2 objectives. A player scores 1 point at the end of a turn if they hold either one or both of their own objectives, and they score 2 points for each enemy held objective that they hold. Additionally, we can score up to 3 extra points from our secondary objectives that we both drew. So we went through the card deck and we drew some secondaries. We raised the turn limit on this guy to 10 points. So we're going to be playing till the first player scores 10 points. If both players score 10 points at the end of a turn, we'll declare this a draw. This will also go to a maximum of 10 turns, but I doubt that will happen, but who knows. So, without further ado, we will be getting started. Leave your comments in the video. I can't promise I can see them all because I'm running back and forth from the control booth, but we'll do what we can do. All right. So I'm going to treat this game like it's a new game for if you've never played Conquest before at all. And my opponent has only played 1 real game of Conquest, which was a demo, so this is his first real game. So this benefits everybody. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to set our command decks. So in turn 1, all of our light units have a chance to come on. So I'm going to go through my cards, and I'm going to pull all my light cards. Now, for my army, my light units are 2 units of militia bowmen and 2 units of crossbowmen. I have an imperial officer and a theist priest that can both come out with either one of those because they both have those units in their warband. So on a 3-up, a unit can come in. So I only have to roll, I roll a dice for each of the regiments. I have 4 regiments. So I'm going to roll on mine. I roll a 5, a 3, a 6, and a 1. So 3 of my light regiments can come out. And Dave does the same thing.
Yeah, I've got 2 units of stalkers and a unit of raiders, and then a jarl and a blooded. So I roll 3 dice to see if any of those units come in. Well, actually, the blooded has the stalkers, so they have the flank ability, so they automatically come in. So I still only roll 1 dice at that point.
Sure, for a unit that doesn't have flank. Yep.
And that is
A
a 4.
So everything's in that he wanted to have come in. All right, so the Nords have the supremacy ability of the blooded, which give them the flank ability, which lets them choose when guys come in. That's super awesome. My warlord for the 100 Kingdoms is a mounted noble lord, whose supremacy ability he grants his unit fury. So now after we've done that, we're going to go sort our decks, and we are going to pick the order of our guys coming out. Turn 1's usually pretty fast. Okay, so once that's done, we have our command deck set. We're ready to get going. So now we're going to start roll. We're going to roll initiative. All right. So I'm going to roll, and I rolled a 4.
I rolled a 3.
So the 100 Kingdoms are going to go first. Actually, to do it correctly, how many cards are in your command deck right now?
2, 3, 4, 5.
I have 5 as well, so that means we have the same size, so you can't modify that. So 100 Kingdoms will come out first. So we're going to start with the unit of mercenary crossbowmen, and they're going to be coming out with the Imperial Officer. So we're going to bring them in off the table, and these guys march in off the table. So they don't have to deploy like magically onto the table. They actually have to walk on. And I have no hill back here. So I have no advantage, no spot to use these guys really well. They have a march of 5, so we're going to move them 10 inches in from the back. And I'm going to choose the center part of the table to try to give them maximum reach. Maximum effective brokenness. And once we are done deploying our guys, we just put the command card behind it. And we're done. And I'm going to measure 1 last time just to make sure nothing got moved. Like my camera just now. And I will put that there.
Alright, so my turn, as part of my tactic here, I'm just drawing my blooded. He's not on the table. He's not a unit that can come in with him, so my turn is done.
Alright.
Just throw this off to the side.
So blooded went. So next we have another unit of mercenary crossbowmen. No targets to choose. Don't know what's going on yet. So we are going to move them. We're going to try to play control. And we're going to move 10 inches up, which will actually put me within 6 inches of my objective. But I cannot score just yet because that's a light unit, and light units do not score. All right.
My Jarl, so I have nobody on the table yet. And my turn's done.
Militia Bowman with the Theist Priest, Ronnie James Dio. He is my Priest of Metal. In the last game, he did a great job of setting Nords on fire. We'll see what he does this game. He is a medium. So I think he's a medium. I'm going to double check. If he's not, then I just made a big blunder. Go figure. Assuming he's a medium. But we're done moving there.
And my first unit can come on of Stalkers. So I will grab my unit of Stalkers. And
This is where we do the prayer. Okay, good. He's medium.
Alright, so with the Stalkers, I am going to just put the blooded in that unit. Please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall.
I get magnets.
I need magnets.
Gotta get the magnets.
Look, there goes the first one.
All right, so for all of you who have joined us, thank you for coming in. I do need a small corner shot of the dice box, however my PC only has 2 open slots for a camera, and the 2 camera angles I have aren't the greatest for that. And Dave is rolling dice across it the way for me as well.
So this unit moves.
I'll see about doing that for mine.
Alright, so the stalkers move 6 inches. So they can move a total of double march. They can move 12. But they also have the Vanguard ability, which allows them to move an extra march.
Yep.
So a total of 18.
Yep. You have a movement of 6, right?
Yes.
You have a standard?
I do not have a standard, unfortunately. It's just what
No
I
standard. If you had a standard, you could have gotten an extra inch. So look at that. The big bad blooded. Now poor crosswoman.
And then he'll still be within 6 inches of that.
That's broken. It's broken, Dave. My crosswomen are eager to meet you.
Make sure. Measure. Probably move them back just a little bit. They'll still be within 6 inches. Good.
All right. So Dave has conceived his turn. My next move is to drop my Imperial Officer, who doesn't really do anything. So I'm done.
Next, another unit of stalkers. He's without a hero, so I'm right about there.
Okay, they're going to Vanguard move in.
So make sure. Just, yeah, we'll adjust in a second.
Okay. Stalkers are pushing the lineup.
All right.
Okay, so there they are.
Done.
Stalker line up. Next I have Ronnie James Dio the Priest. He makes some cool fire from his fingertips, and that's all he can do.
Alright, so my last one are my Raiders. With my Jarl. So the Raiders have a move of 5. So they can move a total of 10 inches.
Yeah, standard.
Yes, I do have a
Then they
standard.
have
So 11 inches.
Yep. Remember, a standard gives you an extra inch on your second march if you're doing a 2-march movement. At least currently. We are, as of the recording here, we are using 1.02 rules. So the new rules should be out for us in a couple weeks, and I'm very excited to see what those are. But right now we are still using the 1.02 rules.
And there he goes. Gonna need to get some magnets.
Magnets are your friends, yes. All right. So it looks like turn 1 is getting ready to wrap up. Do you have any more cards?
No.
Okay. So it looks like we're both going to snag 1 point. So let me update my overlays. We are going to get ready to move into turn 2. All right, turn 2.
All right.
One to one. Need 9 more points. All right, so other light units that you may have on the table. Come out on a 3 still. Medium units will be coming out on a 5. Heavy units can still not come out. All right, so I've got, for me, a light unit and 3 medium units.
And I have 2 medium units.
And my big clown feet have knocked the video camera in.
Oh, I hear it.
Roll for yours.
So on 5s, no, neither one come in.
No medium, or no mediums.
No Oogers.
That makes me very sad.
That makes me super sad.
And when I say very sad, I'm lying. It doesn't make me sad at all. All right, so I've got a 3 up for my other bowman unit, and I'm going to roll 3. And then I've got 3 medium units. I've got 2 men-at-arms units and a unit of knights. Let's see what they do. We will roll a 1, 3, and a 5. So 2 of my mediums will come out and 1 will stay home. So I'm going to add those cards to my command deck. And now we do the command deck shuffle. I will have a larger command deck this turn, so Dave will be able to modify the initiative roll by 1 either way. Okay, so this is one of the strategic elements of this game, is kind of figuring out what order you want to draw in. All right, so initiative time. I'm gonna roll a 3. Dave's gonna roll 4. So you can choose to go first, or you can choose to force a reroll.
Let's see. I will force a reroll.
Force a reroll.
That's a 6.
All right. You can actually force a reroll. Roll the 5.
Let's do that again. I got 2.
Yep. All right. I rolled a 5, so I'll go first. Imperial officer will go, and he's going to bash in his unit. So now their defense is +1.
All right. All right. I got a unit of stalkers. Pre-measuring fine.
Pre-measuring is perfectly fine in this game.
Okay. I am going to activate this unit of stalkers here.
Okay.
With my first action, I'm going to move ever so slightly to bring me, let's see if I move. So move 6, so move 6 here. I will be out of range of that. Stay within 6 of this, so I can move up. How many inches do I need to get within 18? What's that?
You are 20.5 inches away, so you need to move 3.5 inches up.
And that would, well, let's just go ahead and move my full 6. I can
Okay.
always have them over there do that.
Yep, because remember, you only have to own 1 of the back objectives.
Okay, so that.
Cool.
So it's going to be a little wonky because of the way the table is.
It's going to be 91 degrees here which
Okay.
I have no idea what that is in Celsius, but
So-
it's a lot.
My second action
36 or something in Celsius.
is going to be to volley at those guys.
Okay, he's going to volley at the innocent crossbowmen.
And they didn't do anything
We
apparently.
did not do anything to deserve this.
So I've got a volley score of 3.
Okay.
So that means I'm at max range.
You're at max
I'm
range.
more than half, so it's a -1.
No, it's not a -1. It's half your shots.
Half my shots.
So you'll have 6 shots.
Okay.
You'll have 6 shots, and you'll be hitting on 3s or less. So with 6 shots on 3s or less, you should hit 3 shots.
And then he activates with the unit. He's only got 12. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So you're going to use the powerful Zench dice. And he's going to
I got 2.
hit twice. All right. So crossbowmen are wearing, they appear to be wearing more armor than they really are. They're defense 1. So I'm going to roll, and I got a skull, so that is a 1. So 1 crossbowman will die. He is sent packing.
You did it.
He's a victim of stalkers. Okay, cool. We're going to activate crossbowmen next, who are very unhappy with what just happened to them.
I can take it.
I hope so. I hope you can take it. Okay, crossbows are going off a volley of 2. And they are in range right now. So we're just going to open fire. We're going to get 6 shots because we're at long range. And I'm going to aim first. So I'm going to be on a 3 as well. We roll. We got 4 hits.
Sweet.
And this is armor piercing 1, so -1, so that's going to be
So-
a stand of stalkers dies.
We'll just take these guys right here. Come on. Come on.
Go mighty crossbowmen. Now in Conquest, range attacks do not cause resolve. And that is a contentious issue with some people, but, and when I say that, there's a few people that have mentioned that. It's a device that's used, I think, it prevents the game from becoming fantasy Napoleonics, because that's what happens. You have 2 gun lines facing each other, so shooting's still pretty powerful. He said I just wiped off an entire stand at long range with those crossbows. It's just that it's not going to trigger morale and making more run.
Alright. So, my turn. I flip my card. Other unit of stalkers.
Okay.
So, now I have a choice to make. So they have bastions, so they're +1 armor. What's their armor right now?
2.
2. Oh, that's not as scary as I thought.
No, they're wearing t-shirts and yeah, they're not.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to move in order to be within range to fire.
Okay.
So I got 6 inches. So what I might do is wheel slightly. So I'm gonna move an inch of my, lose an inch of my movement there. I never use this.
So an inch will put you here. This corner doesn't move at all.
Okay, so that's what I want to do. So an inch.
Yep.
Okay, and then remove the other 5 inches forward. See, right there.
Okay. Dave just gave me COVID because he touched me.
Yep, sorry. Now, going to shoot 18 inches.
Okay, so they're all same thing. He's got 6 shots, hitting on 3s. So stalkers aren't bad. If you can get them to aim especially, they're not bad.
Alright, so 3s. That's a lot better. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 hits with the stalkers. Okay. We call that unfortunate. I need 1s and 2s. I'll save 2, lose 2. And that bastion actually helped me because I would have lost 3 that time because I only rolled 1-1. All right. So we've got some blood going. We've got 3 dead crossbowmen and 4 dead stalkers. Next up on the list, we got militia bowmen with the Holy Dio. And these guys actually have a longer range. It's just that they have a law score of 1. They don't hit much. I'm going to bring in my other unit. Of course, I'm going to disrupt what I'm doing by bringing in where my dice tray is.
Because why not?
Because why not? Exactly. Exactly. Okay, and these guys have, I believe, let me look up their range real quick. I want to say that they have a 24-inch range, but I want to make sure that I'm doing that right. Militia Bowman. No, I'm not going to find you. Seriously, where am I militia Bowman at? Cannot find him. Apologies for the delay. This is a live game, so what happens during live games. You kind of go, what's this do? I don't know, let me look. Okay, 24 inches, I was right. All right. So we got 24-inch range. We're going to come in from the side. So I'm going to have to move my dice tray. Apologies. Move it over here. All right, and these guys are going to come in. So with a 24-inch range, he is 25.5 inches away from me. So if I move up, I can actually volley at him. Which, why not? Dave is terrified of the militia bowman.
Well, with my paper armor, I should be probably.
Okay, so all of these guys have a 24-inch range. So I'm going to get 6 shots, and I need a juicy 1.
Now, I guess you can't go lower than 1. It'd be obscured from the other.
We're not obscured because all of the centers can draw a line to yours.
The centers, yeah.
And I'm already obstructed. You can only ever be obstructed once.
That's right.
So I'm looking for skulls on these dice. I got 2.
All right.
And he's got a defense of 1.
Nope.
So 2 more stalkers will die to the vicious militia bowman. That was Joe and Henry. Called into active duty. All right. And this is the disadvantage of the Nords, is their low defense right now. Until you start seeing units like trolls and Huskarls. And those things actually have a defense.
All right, my turn. And it's the blooded, and he can't do anything. So you
Cool.
can go ahead.
Cool. All right, so men-at-arms unit. This is my large block of 5 stands are going to come on. Men-at-arms are a medium unit, so these guys can score, and that's why I have them in 5 stands, because I need them to stick around for longer than a turn. They aren't the greatest fighters in the world. They're certainly not an elite unit, but they can do some damage. They have a seasoned veteran in there with them, so the seasoned veteran means when they draw, their defense goes up by 1. So they're normally their defense 2. So their defense goes up to 3, and they have shield. So attacks to the front, they are defense 4. As long as I've activated. If they haven't activated yet, they're only a 3. They do have a standard, so I have an 11-inch movement. So we are going to move up into the zonal terrain here. We're going to lose a shield.
He didn't want that. He didn't need that.
Doesn't want a shield. Okay. So this front of this unit is right here. So if you ever played Warhammer Fantasy, this is not something new. This being having to do this with the regiments and ranking up and all that in terrain. So there's a square right there. There's a guy there. And there is actually a square here as well. So this is 3 across. We'll go ahead and we have a guy right there as well. So men-at-arms have gone. So 3 across, 2 deep.
Gotcha. And next would be my Jarl, which activates.
Yes, this is round 2. There should be a score up the bottom. I'm not sure if you can see it, but The scoreboard at the bottom reflects the score and the turn.
You're all activates. Can't really do anything, so it's up to you.
All right, we like when we hear that. Okay, and we have knights coming on next. Knights are another misaligned unit because they aren't like shock cavalry, so people don't like them as much. They are, however, really good at tanking. Unfortunately, I need to get another unit put together and painted. I only have 3 from the starter box. They also give me some speed. So these guys are a movement of 8. With a standard gives me a 17-inch movement. Fortunately, I can't charge this turn, but what I can do is go threaten something. What do I want to threaten on? My reinforcement line is very small, and I'm kind of crowded. Okay, so this is, if I charge through that, if I charge through this,
I thought it was impassable.
this is not impassable.
Oh, it's
that's
blocking
impassable.
terrain. Blocking.
This
never
is, yes, this is obstructing terrain and impeding. So if I go through it, I will lose my charge bonus, and so would you. The cavalry needs its charge bonus. But you can move through your own guys, and that's something I keep forgetting. So I can actually move like this through my own guys, and that's fine. And I can actually see through my own guys and charge through them. Set to 14. What do we do with the knights?
They're tired. They just want to go home. They don't really want to be here.
That might be true. I agree. They might not want to be here, but they are here. So what we don't want to do is obstruct our own guys. So for right now, this might be a blunder, but we're going to move the knights behind the crosswoman. Here's my general, the once and never king, who's here to reclaim the Stormlands. And the Northerners are here to also claim the Stormlands, so we have a problem. Alright, and if you want to see this color scheme, this is my tabletop simulator force that I scanned in, so you have that ability. Alright, so I think that's my knights.
Alright, and my last unit, my raiders. Now, here's the issue. I need to score something this turn, because if I don't, that's going to put me down.
That will put you down, correct.
But there are always secondary objectives.
That's true.
And so I move 5 inches. They can move a total of 10. Which
Move 11.
Oh, they move 11. That's right, because I have that, which will put me right about there. And then you have to be within 6 of this. One stand from this unit has to be within 6 of
No,
this.
the medium stand has to be within 6 inches. The lights cannot score.
Aha. Gotta get my reinforcement line up. But he's all the way up there. So, what's the range on your priest?
The range of Ronnie James Dio
His
is
little
12 inches
sparkly fingers.
with Holy Fire.
Okay.
And Holy Fire really hurts Nords. It's not as bad as Dwagam Holy Fire.
All right. So I'm gonna double move to keep him, but I'm gonna not use my whole move, so I can keep him within 6 of this.
Okay.
So pretty much we'll just put him right there. And I can see everybody in chat right now. Like, he's not being aggressive enough.
Nope, they're not saying that at all.
It's okay. That time is coming. I think I moved too far over. And then this guy will go right up behind here, and sort of just fall over each other.
Alright, so the Furious Raiders have moved up.
And I'm done. I don't have anything else.
Alright, cool. So it's time for me. So bowmen, some more awesome bowmen. Are all in range to be able to fire at these stalkers.
Mm.
They're also all in range to fire at the raiders. So we will start pelting the raiders with 6 shots, because that's obstruction, half. The priest, I don't believe he doesn't have a volley. So, all right. So I need ones. Now we're gonna take aim. So now I need twos. And what do we got?
Oh, you got 2.
We got snake eyes. So 2.
I've got a armor value of
1.
1. So
You need snake eyes as well.
snake eyes. No.
2 died.
I'll take these less painted guys in the back.
Cool.
We'll just remove those guys for right now.
All right. So the bowman went. So now we got the crossbowmen going. These guys up here. They're gonna fire at these guys. The stalkers are obstructed, so we only have 5 shots this time. We're going to take aim and fire. We're going to be on a volley of 3. So we're going to hit twice, and you're not going to get a save.
I don't get a save on that one.
So only 2 of 5 hit that time.
We'll just take these guys.
Bad roll, bad roll.
It's okay. Actually, you know what? I'll take from the other stand. So this stand is closer. I think it doesn't matter, but...
The priest goes and doesn't do anything, and my noble lord goes and doesn't do anything. So I think we're about to wrap up. So it looks like we're just both going to grab a point. So give me a few minutes. I have to update my scoreboard, guys. And Clay has let you know that you're not being aggressive enough now.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you, Clay. We appreciate that.
Appreciate your comments and lovely words.
He's just looking out for you.
The aggressiveness comes this turn. This turn's going to be fun. It's going to make or break the game for me, I think.
I would say yes, the aggressiveness of the Nords. With all defense 1, if you're not aggressive, you probably will not have a good day. That's why when we start adding in trolls and Huskarls and the bow chosen and all those things, we're going to have a different game. So every time there's a new release, guys, we have a different game. All right, we are on turn 3. We are 2-2. We are going to 10 points.
So now we get heavies.
Now we get heavy. So now the big jar or Jotners are going to be fee fi fo fumming.
Which I have the flank ability, so they are definitely going to come in.
That is correct. They will be definitely coming in. All right, I got a men-at-arms unit coming in on a 3, and I roll a 4. Cool. And I have. Don't forget, the sweet, sweet Steel Legion on a 5. Oh, too bad.
I get my Uger on, let's see, a 1 and a 3 will...
1 unit.
1 unit, yeah.
1 unit of Ogres coming online. Uger are very good Nord unit right now. They're probably the best Nord unit for what you pay for and what they can do. All right, I think I am ready. I've got my turn 3 deck loaded, ready to go. Clay says we're both welcome. He's happy to serve.
Sure he is.
We are 40 minutes into the live stream. We're on turn 3. This is going
Super slow.
This is going to 10 turns or until someone scores 10 points. I personally don't need games that only last an hour. That's not something that really excites me, to be honest. I like watching games develop, take a couple hours, watch them go. I don't know how good that makes for a battle report, though, so normally I edit the silent parts down, so it's like condensed into 40 minutes, but we'll go. We'll see how we go. How many cards you got?
I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
All right, so again, you get to dictate the flow of initiative. I'm going to roll 4, you're going to roll 2, so I have to go first. All right, we're going to kick off with Mercenary Crossbowmen. Which ones? I'm going to go with these. So we're going to have 5 or 6 shots. Volley 3, because we're aiming. Opening fire on the blooded and the stalkers on the 3s. And I keep forgetting I have a leader because I get to reroll one of these dice. And I was not doing that. All right.
Oh, that is bad.
6 shots, 6 dead. Armor piercing 1.
That's it.
Kills the unit and the warlord. I will bank a point because I have Kingslayer as one of my objectives, which means when the warlord dies, I get a point. So, stalkers and the blooded go down to the crossbowmen.
That was not good.
That was excellent. I don't know what you're talking about.
Not good for me. That was great for you.
That was great for me because now I have another point.
I was really hoping to get that first turn.
I was hoping for you as well, but then I really wasn't. All right, Dave's up. What's he going to do?
I'm going to turn over a unit of stalkers. Unfortunately, it's not the one that I wanted. So let's see.
That is very unfortunate. It was not the one he wanted, everyone. Leave your comments in the video about how bad you feel.
Okay, so how far are they away? So from that point, they're about, what, 10 inches?
What are you looking for?
I can move up 6 inches.
They are from this middle point to this guy, 16 and a half at 16 to the officer. So you're about 16 inches.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Clay's advice. I'm going to be super aggressive.
Clay, he's listening to you. So if he loses, it's your fault.
No, this is what I need to do. There, he is correct.
Yes, Mark. Imperial officer and crossman with Bastion. Yes, he is there to boost them with Bastion.
All right, so I'm going to move up my 6 inches.
All right, we're going to get ready to return fire, guys.
Oh no, we're going to charge.
Oh, he's charging.
All right, let me just.
I hope he fails.
I don't. I really hope I actually land this. This would be
right.
Nice.
So, you are 11 inches away. Your movement is 6, so you need a 5.
Oh, that sounds like a worse idea than I thought it was.
Or you can shoot.
Nah, they're going to get wiped out. I got to get into combat.
All right, here comes the fun.
All right, so roll.
Here we go.
And it's a 3, so I do nothing.
You move 3 inches.
I move 3
forward.
inches, and then that's the end of my turn.
Yep, and the knights are like, good.
Yeah, whatever.
Good.
Forgot to draw my reinforcement line before we started, but that's okay.
Just to clarify, everyone, the big units that the Nords have still have not come on the table yet. So I'm killing a bunch of light crap. All right, the Imperial officer goes next, and he says Bastion. So the crossbowmen now have reinforced T-shirts. They're defense 2 now.
All right, my turn. And it's my blooded who's gone. So
Sweet.
you.
The blooded is dead, buried in the ground. He represents one of those 3 points I have now. All right, Militia Bowman with Ronnie James and his holy fire. Okay, well, this is fun. We are going to activate these guys. Actually, you know what? We're going to activate those guys over there. We have a cunning plan. We're part orc in a different game system. No, actually, I'm not orc at all. I don't like orcs. We're going to move full move, 10 inches. Okay.
Hey, look at that, another unit of stalkers.
Sweet. Mercenary crossbowmen. That's the guys up front. I think you've allowed them to be in normal range now.
Oh, absolutely.
Sweet. 10 inch, yes they are. All right, so they're all going to fire. There's 10 of them there. 7, 8, 9, 10. They're going to aim and they're going to fire with a volley of a trace. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, but I have a leader.
So you 3-roll one.
You 3-roll 1. 5.
5. So the armor piercing 1, right?
Yep.
So it's 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Here. And you're done.
Yep.
And now an ogre gets to finally come on.
Okay, some ogres.
Okay, so he's the furthest up medium, so that would be the reinforcement line would be drawn from
The regiments.
The regiment. Okay.
The light. So you get to use the light. Mediums can come behind a light.
Oh, that's right. So I can come behind that.
But you can't because they weren't there.
They were back here somewhere.
Yes.
They were in front of this guy. So we forgot to measure for reinforcement lines.
It's there. It's up here somewhere.
So
Where do you want them at? So guys, if you haven't looked, there's some tools out there that you may or not see. Holding up a laser line light. These are cool because I can draw a laser line up.
I'm going to come in from this side. So right there. And they can come in on top of this. And it won't
Well, that's their border. So they're
Right.
going to face, yes, they're facing right there.
Okay. So they have, Uber have a movement. I've never had these guys on a table, so forgive me for not knowing anything about them.
Uger are awesome if you're a Nord player. I would definitely recommend having 9 of them in your repertoire because
Movement 6.
they have a good defense, they do some good damage, and for what you pay for them, they're really effective, especially compared to the rest of your army, which is all defense 1.
So they have to come in like straight on the table like this. They can't come in from an angle.
That is incorrect. They can come in from an angle, but you have to position it correctly.
So like, where was that reinforcement line? Right about.
Reinforcement line is right here on this
Okay.
little tick.
So.
So give me one of your Uger.
All right. Learning.
This is a frequently asked question, guys. So people ask, how do you bring in reinforcements from the side? So if this is the tick, you could do something like this right line here. So they're going to be like that, right?
Okay. So I'm going to bring.
So this right here is about an inch worth of movement to get them to this. Well, probably a little bit more than an inch, but
Well, they've got 6 movement total. I'm going to move them a total of 12 inches.
okay. So go ahead and measure 12 inches from that point, from this point right here. Okay, so if you do that, you're going to be like this. Is that what you want?
I want to be still in, because they'll still count as being in cover if they're on this, correct?
They're not in cover on the hill, no.
Okay.
Wrong game.
Wrong game, sorry. I want to be, yes, I want to be right about there,
Okay. All right.
because you are not in my flank.
I am not in your flank. That's correct, and you will easily pound the crap out of those militia.
Bring these 4 in.
And you're running the Ugers in 4 instead of 3. Definitely recommend that. Like my knights are in a unit of 3. That's bad. I don't like 3. The only reason I have them in 3 is because I actually have to put together my other box and paint them, but I've been painting everything else for Tabletop Simulator, so I haven't had a chance to go back and do that. If you only run Ugers in 3, then basically all I have to do is your opponent is shoot 1 down, and 2 Ugers aren't really that scary anymore. That 4th one is basically a wound buffer. He's there to take damage. And if you look at that lovely guy, he's got a knife in his head. So he's already been wounded. It just doesn't bother him. So maybe that'll help Dave here.
All right, so they are done.
All right. We got men-at-arms coming next. So I have my other unit of 3. We'll go ahead and reinforce the side over here. My front line is right there. Not that I guess we can play, ding dong. Where do I want them? That is a great question. I'm going to move these guys over here to reinforce the crossbowmen for right now. It's a unit of 3, so it's not like it's super scary. These guys do not have a standard. They have a leader, and they have a seasoned veteran, so that's boosting their defense up by 1, so they are defense 4. And they could actually, no, they can't clear the cost move, so they'll just hang out right there. All right, dude.
All right, next would be my Raiders.
Yes, the Raiders.
So
The Nord Raiders.
I feel like I have to be more aggressive than I have been because now I'm down a point. So sitting back and just trying to get a point is not really going to do anything for me. It'll sort of keep me up, but yeah, I think I need to move forward.
Well, standing is not going to get you anywhere.
No, it is not. So I've got a 5-inch move, so I can move my 5 inches. So put me to here, and then another 5 inches. We'll just measure out 10 inches. Plus
10?
the 11.
11.
Plus the 1, so it would be right there, which would put you in range to charge me.
See?
Not necessarily what I want.
See?
All right, so let's just move. We'll move up. Well, they've got a barrage. Oh, I forgot.
You have a barrage of 12.
They have a barrage of 12, okay.
So they can do their throwing axes. The throwing axes are neat to have a range of 12, but honestly, I just use those. That's their impact hit. So you can use them for throwing, but to me, Nords need to be running.
Right. Well, I don't want to run and let you charge me very easily either. So, there would be 12. Actually, you'd still be out because that would put me in. That's where I would move with my normal move, and that would still be out. So, let's just be aggressive. And you are 6. What's their move?
5.
5.
Standard infantry.
So I'll move my first move of 5. As to not get waylaid. So still outside of 12. Okay. I'm gonna take a second move just to inch up ever so slightly to stay out of 12 of the priest and to make you have to actually move to come get me.
Okay.
I just want to make sure I'm just outside of 12 of him. There, where he's falling. So, outside of 12. That's not a good sign that my standard bearer is already fallen over.
Yeah.
Could be worse. Okay.
All right. Sweet. We've got men-at-arms going again. That's these guys. So what do we want to do? You are 12 inches away from me. So if I move 5, I'll be up 7. So I can't fail, basically. So we're going to charge you, and the reason we're going to charge you is quite simply raiders with throwing weapons have impact hits. So anything with an impact hit is weaker if it's not charging. Now, that's not always true. Like if that was a big bad unit of elite something, and these are men-at-arms, I may not want to do that. But that's raiders, and raiders are not the greatest. So I'm 12 inches away. I have a movement of 5. So my first move will put me within 7 inches of him. When you charge, it's a d6 plus your movement. So actually I could fail if I roll a 1. But they have a standard, so I get to reroll. So I have a 1 in 36 chance of failing this, so I'm going to go for it. So what I'm going to do instead of fiddling around with moving, I'm just going to roll my charge, and we're just going to move into contact if I can, just because it saves time. All right, so we roll, and we roll 6. So
Sweet, you're definitely in.
Definitely in.
Yay, combat.
So we're going to move forward, and then we're going to charge, and we are ready to engage. Now, because I have done both of my actions, I cannot actually strike this turn. But what I can do is get Ronnie James Dio up within 12 inches and light him on fire. Which I will do.
Possible. It's possible.
It's very possible. It's more than possible.
Let's just say that it doesn't happen. Let's just hope it doesn't happen.
It's going to depend on how my deck is. And as I said that, my blood kind of went cold because it depends on where I've got him in the deck.
All right, so my turn. Now it's my Jarl. So the unit is already gone.
The unit is gone, so the Jarl can activate. Characters have one of 3 things they can do. Number 1, they can seek new escort. Now you're in combat, and I think there's rules for trying to seek new escort while you're in combat. Number 2, you can cast spells. The Jarl spells curse at you and kick you in the face. Doesn't do anything. Number 3 is duel. There's no one in there to duel. There's no character.
Oh, he can't fight.
You can't do it. No, he fights with his unit.
Oh, well, that was a blunder on my part. All right, cool. Go ahead.
No worries. All right, so Noble Lord goes next. Noble Lord normally can't do anything, but he does have a draw event called Seize the Day. Seize the Day lets me activate something that hasn't moved yet, and then the Noble Lord will get to go. When that unit comes up in my deck, whenever that is, it's basically a waste to draw from me. I have to discard immediately. So what is going to happen is, I looked through my deck and realized my priest is actually before my militia, which means my priest is out of range of setting Dave on fire right now. So what I'm going to do is use my Noble Lord to Seize the Day and activate the militia to move them forward so that the priest, when he activates, will be in range to set them on holy fire. So we're going to activate the militia. They will have gone now. And 12 inches from, I only have to move a few inches forward. So what we're going to do, and you can fire into combat as well if you can see something, which in this case I do actually have 2 stands that can fire into combat. It's kind of fiddly. I want to make sure I'm within 12, so I am 13 inches away, so basically I have to move an inch. I'm not going to get to aim, so I will be shooting at Dave in combat with my glorious volley score of 1.
Sweet.
But Ronnie James Dio, more importantly, will be singing Holy Diva. If you don't know who Ronnie James Dio is, you don't listen to heavy metal, so it doesn't matter.
Look it up.
All right, so I've got 6 shots because we're obstructed.
Yep.
I need 1s.
Right.
Into the Raiders. So I'm looking for skulls. I've got 1. I'm going to get a reroll from a leader, which is nothing.
And then I get my...
Get your awesome defensive 1.
Come on, skull, skull, skull. Oh, no, that's the opposite.
I killed a Raider.
Take another one of these not very well painted guys.
At this point, my Noble Lord could now do something, which is to stand there and hold his lance up in the air.
And it would be my turn. So now my first heavy comes on the board, which is the Mountain Youngster. So they weren't on the table. That's the question I have. So they weren't on the table.
Which means it doesn't count for that.
Doesn't count for...
And yeah, so your Jotners have to come in from your deployment because they cannot come in from behind a light.
Correct. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that that was the correct rule. All right, so the Mountain Youngster...
And Rob has said, Dave is being too aggressive and Chris isn't being aggressive. And that is correct. I'm not being aggressive because I don't have to be. There's no point in me being aggressive because my guys cannot outfight his guys right now, but I'm winning by point. So, as I'm winning by point, it is now on my opponent's shoulders to reclaim that point from me. I also have 2 more secondary objectives that I'm about to hopefully score.
So
he does, so he's got 3 still. So
the Mountain Youngster's movement is only 6. That's unfortunate.
And if you're following the tabletop simulator stuff, hey, that giant, the last piece I have before I get the Nords in, I just finished today. I'm getting ready to finish him and post pictures. So scanning will begin next week. So we will have Nords.
So we will actually, let's move him a little bit over this way. I'll measure up, and I want to be within 6 inches of this, so I actually score something.
That is a good call, Dave.
So, and then 12 inches up. And then 6. Got it. All right, he's done.
All right, cool. Household Knights. Well, we know what they're doing.
Failing a charge.
I doubt that they're going to fail the charge. So 8 inches will put me right there, so they're just going to slam into you.
Those guys can take it. Should we even roll, or should I just pick them up? I feel like we're just wasting energy at this point.
Well, yeah. 5 attacks for... Oh, we have impact hits.
Just do your impact hits. I'm sure that'll be enough.
They have 4 attacks each, so that's 2, 4, 6 impact hits with brutal impact.
Ugh.
So these guys are clash 2. You do not get to add +1. Inspire doesn't work for that, for impact hits, it's only for clash, so unless I'm wrong. So we're going to hit you with 3 impact hits from those guys.
they have is it cleave on that or anything?
Impact hits are brutal 2, so you don't get a save.
Oh, okay. So I'll just take.
That's 3.
All right. So we'll
Now, the Lord also has normal impact hits without brutal impact.
Correct.
So that's half rounded up. I think it's rounded up, so I should have, he's got 5 attacks, so 3. 1, you will get a save against that because for whatever reason the Noble Lord doesn't have that unless you give him a lance, so that killed another one.
All right. So now it's just the lone stalker.
All right, so at this point I'm going to claim the break their spirit secondary objective because you are broken, so I will get a point. Because I killed half of the unit.
Wait. Oh, you still get that. You still get that.
I got to kill the last guy, but
Oh,
you are now broken, so
okay.
I got that point. And now the Lord, he is going to be swinging. He's got a clash value of 3 plus 1 for charging of 4. He's also got flurry, so he rerolls misses.
And I'm just gonna.
So he's, well, I only hit twice.
I only hit twice, but you reroll misses.
So I hit all 5 times.
Okay, so I'm just gonna.
All right. So
Grab this guy.
we Blender Nation them.
They've done their job.
And I did score a secondary point. So don't get too cocky though, because it's all too easy for him to score his secondary objectives on me.
Okay, so it would be my turn, which would be the second Mountain Yonter. And let's see. So put him right about up here.
Yeah, Jeanette, get good. Place doesn't get good.
I don't know who Janet is.
Jeanette. Jeanette.
That is not how my name is spelled. That Cameron Flurry is a big difference.
Actually, you know what? Just let me see. Let me just measure some distances here. So that'll.
Jeanette. The zoo calls her Jeanette. They actually made her ID say that. No lie.
Sure.
Okay. So he's going to come in right here. Actually, you know what? Probably shouldn't. Over here. So. Yep, he's good.
Good.
Yep. And that's it for me.
All right. So
I have
100 Kingdoms
nothing
is
else.
Free reign. Okay. Let's see what other damage I can do. I'm almost out of guys too. So we have Ronnie James. He's already in. He's in range, so he's going to open up with Holy Fire. Holy Fire is he's a priest 5, so it means I get 5 dice. Holy Fire is 12 inch range. I'm in 12 inches because I've measured and we've made sure. Success value is a 3. For every success, so a 3 or less, for every success is 2 automatic hits, and these do resolves. But he doesn't get to reroll or anything.
Oh, sweet.
Now this is where shamans and things like that are important because the ability to counteract some of this magic is crucial. Now I could roll like crap, which I did. I only had 2 successes.
So
I did 4 automatic hits. You are going to get your defense roll
of 1.
of a 1.
Skulls. Hey, one guy's still alive.
All right, so we killed 3. Now you got to make 3 resolve rolls.
Oh,
Now,
very
your
good.
resolve right now is you're at 4 stands, so you're at +1 to your normal resolve.
Alright, so I'll lose 3, and then you use the character's resolve, right?
You can use whatever's highest. Yes, your character.
Oh yeah, definitely the character. So it's +1, so my resolve is a 4.
All right, you got a 4. That's pretty good.
I failed 1.
All right, so you lose 4 guys total.
That.
And now he's down to 3 stands, so his resolve will be -1. Makes him a little bit easier to deal with. My last card was the Militia Bowman, and that's because I did seize the day. I just discard this, so they're done, and that's turn 3.
Yep.
So let me adjust my scoreboard. But
I did score a point.
I did score a point. It's currently 4-2.
Now mediums will automatically come in
Yes.
this turn. Okay, so I have nothing to roll for.
And I only have 1 unit to roll for. The Blessed Steel Legion. Alright, so Steel Legion's coming out on 3. They're good. So all my army's on, all the Nords are on.
What's left of them?
Chill. Now we gotta look at what's nasty here. We like that, we like that. Okay. That may not be that big of a deal. This is the part where I would fast forward if this was a normal battle report. No one wants to watch me think, yeah. Exactly.
It's a lot easier when you have less cards.
It is.
So why don't you just take some of your stuff off the table and it'll fly.
That is your job to take that stuff off the table.
I am trying my hardest, just not doing a good job of it.
Okay, I think we're good. We're on turn 4. We're going 10 turns, or to whoever gets to 10. I am 4-2 right now. Dave's still got all 3 of his secondaries, though I've got 1 left. So Dave's got 3 free points on the table somewhere, and I've got 1 point on the table somewhere. All right, I've got more cards than you, I assume, correct?
Oh, absolutely.
So Dave controls initiative.
That's a 6.
And he rolled a 6, so I can't beat that. So Nords will go first.
Oh.
Top of 4. Here we go.
Good God.
What we got?
Finally happened. So
Finally happened.
We're going to go with the Raiders.
All right, the Raiders are going. At least they don't have their impact hit.
Yes, but it's something. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Plus 1 support.
Plus 1.
So normally, yes. Normally it doesn't matter how many guys are in the stand. It's 1, not because it's 1 model there, but it's 1 because that's a backup rank. So you got 9 attacks. Do you have a leader?
I do have a leader.
Okay. They have a leader, so you get to reroll 1 of those with your clash. You're going to want to inspire yourself first.
Yes. And then my Jarl will be able to go with them too, right?
Yes,
But I'll roll him separately.
Correct.
So my clash is 2.
All right, so they're on a 3.
All right. So these are on 3s.
Mm-hmm.
And that was all right. That was not very good. So we got 4 so far, and then I get reroll. 4.
Okay, so you got 4 hits so far. Go ahead and do your Jarl.
All right. So the Jarl
He's got
has
5 attacks.
He's got 6 attacks.
6 attacks.
He's inspired.
Oh, he is inspired. He's busted.
And he's also got the dragon aspect. So his clash right now is +2. So his clash is 5.
That's broken. Okay, splash is 5.
6. And for every, for the artifact he has, for every, let me just make sure I'm reading this right. For every successful hit, I believe it generates a second hit. Yeah, for each hit score with this character's clash or dual attacks, roll an additional dice for each successful hit. So, 5s or less. So I did miss 1, but I get 5 more.
Okay.
So these, and that is all right. So you have a total of
10. So 14. So I've got 10 here on a 3. And then these are the extra 4. Those were all the successes I picked up. So you did a total of 4 or 5 wounds.
5 wounds.
So you took out a stand. I'm going to have to do a resolve roll real quick. Okay, men-at-arms are normally resolve, I believe, 2. They're going to be +1 because of their You know what I'm talking about. Stands.
Yes.
All right, so we're at a 3. And we're going to fail 3 more. So that's another stand that's going to run away. So the Raiders managed to knock off 2 stands. So take note of that, Jarl combination Nord players. That was pretty gross. When I feel my heart stopping in my chest for a minute as my opponent's explaining something, I know that it's gross. That's my gross meter.
All right, it's your turn.
Dave is kindly giving me my turn after destroying 2 of my stands.
I mean,
My men-at-arms will go next. They'll return fire with 12 attacks. They're going to inspire.
sweet.
So they're going to be Clash 3. The veteran sergeant in there will give them a defense bonus to +1, which is useless right now. I need you to go first in that one. All right, we're on a 3 with 1 reroll. Here we go. I get 1 reroll. Cool.
Uh-oh.
So the men-at-arms are really pissed off.
How many is that?
9 hits.
All right, so looking for a bunch of 1s. That is not a bunch of 1s. That is 3 1s. So 1, 2, 3.
6.
So I've got 6.
All
So
right, 6.
I lose 6 guys, so that would be, and then I make
3.
6 resolves. Let's
Yep.
just make the
You got
resolves.
3 guys left, and you're going to be on his resolve of 3, right?
Yep. Oh, right, so that's them.
Yep, and they all ran away.
And even my Jarl ran away.
Correct. Character
Yes.
will go away too.
Boo. It's okay, though. I know Clay's still watching. Get good.
Clay is watching. I don't know what he's going to say. He might tell you to get good. We'll
He
see.
probably will. It's okay.
And spell your name wrong.
He might spell your name wrong. It's hard to spell Dave.
Well,
Clay, spell Dave's name wrong and tell him to get good.
my name is right on there.
Your name is Jeanette.
And my name is
Oh,
above
right.
it said that.
Jeanette?
No, it says Jeanette.
I know what your name is.
All right, so that was fun. So I'll draw my next card, which is an ogre. Now,
Yep, this was the one I had thought about for a moment. How to deal with this ogre unit. Not that what I did is correct, because I don't know for a fact that
but the question is do I come in?
He said, get good, Dive.
Thanks. So the question is, do I bring in my other unit of ogre? Because I still have 1 that hasn't got on the board, or do I just go ahead and charge and obliterate these guys?
I don't know. That's a great question. I'm not going to help you with that one.
Oh, you know what? I am going to charge
Mhm.
because that would put me on the objective, and that's a light unit. That's a light unit. That's
Correct,
the
but
only
light,
medium.
light units can test
You
skill.
can test, but if I destroy them, then that's it.
You can destroy 1 light unit.
Okay. Well, then that would expose my flank to that unit.
It was sure. Well, either way you charge, you're exposing your flank. That's how that's set up right there. That's why I moved him into that little formation.
Aha.
Because I'm nefarious. Now, whatever you charge is dead.
Yeah.
You will destroy whatever you charge. But
Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and charge with them. I will not get impact hits because I'm on that thing, or I will.
you are charging from the hill, so correct, because it's impeding terrain.
Well, that's not fun. But that was a question about this.
So here, let's do this.
Just a question.
I would say you'll get your impact hits. It is impeding. Well, it's impeding terrain.
But if
Yeah, I
I
guess you don't.
but if I move down, can I charge that unit?
If you move down, you can charge the unit. You'll get your impact hits, and that'll be it.
But I think they're too wide right now to fit in that area.
You will get not all 4. Correct.
Okay. Well, they've got a. Let me just double check their movement. I believe it was 6.
It's a 6.
Okay. Well, they'll move 6, and then they'll charge that unit.
Charge the crossbows. Okay.
All right. So they move 6. We'll put them right about here, and then another.
You are. So if you move, you're going to have to wheel a little bit, unfortunately, if you want to do that. So you're 13 inches away, so you can't fail your charge. But you're right. This guy will be right here.
Okay.
So you don't have to roll.
Oh, I don't have to roll.
You'll just be there.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So you'll come in because you have to basically miss.
Yeah. And then so they'll all be off to the side. Well, they can't fit then at that point.
Well,
because
this is not impassable terrain.
Oh, it's
so it's like the forest thing we did right here. So you just have to. We have to be fiddly.
Creative.
So there'll be a guy here,
And then you just want to.
and then there'll be a guy here, and then we just keep the stands there. Right, exactly. So
Okay, so
you guys got to be creative sometimes.
I get impact hits for 2 of them.
You get 2 impact hits. It should be, how many attacks they got?
They have 4 each.
Okay, so that means they have 2 attacks impact wise. So you'll have 4 impact hits.
All right, and they have a clash of 3.
Is that correct, 3?
Yes.
Okay, so you need a 3.
2.
2 impact hits, and you don't have any brutal impact, so
No.
I will
They
get
got cleave, but that doesn't
doesn't
work.
right. Cleave does not work on impact hits, so I'm going to get my T-shirt save. So they're going to hope that their T-shirts are strong. Are the T-shirts strong? No, they're not. But that does also cause resolve, so we got to resolve 2. So now we have to lose 2 more guys. Okay.
It didn't work out the way I wanted to, but that's okay, because this is a learning experience of what not to do.
Cool. So there's a dead unit of, dead stand of crossbows. All right, moving on. What we got next? We got the Theist Priest. Dang! Theist Priest has nothing to set fire to at this moment, so he's done. It's your turn.
Actually, I scored a secondary objective for that. It was the first successful charge. The objective is completed if one of your regiments completes a successful charge, and it was the first successful charge of that turn.
Sweet.
So
Dave scores a point.
I got a
That's
secondary
what I said.
objective.
The secondary objectives. You got a free point sitting around. You never know what that's going to look like.
Okay, next will be
We can
Mountain.
all boo the Nords.
Mountain Yoter will be next. Okay,
Mountain Yotner coming online.
so let me get my list up here because I don't know what does what. How far away am I? Probably too far to risk charge. Yeah, that's yeah. So he's gonna have to move. That's gonna be fun.
I hate him so much. Your name's Dove now, Dave.
Sweet. All right. So, am I correct in saying that these single model units, like they don't have, they can just move whichever way they want, correct?
They have facings.
They do have facings. Okay.
They don't.
They don't wheel or anything.
That's a great question, and I don't have a good answer for that. Because I don't have any of those in my army, and I forgot. I don't think that they have they can't just spin on a wheel. They do have to kind of wheel, yeah.
Okay, so take an inch and do that. Or well, I could just actually. So 6 inches will put me there. All right. This is probably a bad idea, but you know what? I'm gonna try it anyways. So he's gonna move up 6 inches and then he's gonna charge.
Okay.
Because I can't. I'm at 13 inches.
Bring it.
So I do have to. I've got to roll at least a 1, which will get me in. So I.
Are you 7 inches away right now?
Yeah. Yeah, it's about
Okay,
7
so you don't
inches.
roll.
I don't roll, but say I wanted to come a little bit further over into the unit.
You have to move. You're going to move directly forward.
Oh, you move directly forward.
Yes, you're going to engage me directly forward.
Okay. Well.
Yep, you're going to try to. Yeah, exactly like
Okay.
that.
So he gets his impact hits.
He does get his impact hits.
So it's 12. He has normal 12 attacks. So at this
6 impact hits.
So 6 impact hits.
6 juicy, sweet impact hits. Yes.
And since that guy's gone, he can't set me on fire.
Unfortunately, that is true. I cannot set you on fire.
So their clash is 3. 3's or less. That is
3
3
hits.
hits.
Okay, is he a brutal impact? I can't remember.
Now cleave 1 terrifying.
All right, so he's terrifying, which drops my resolve by 1, just to note. I'm going to have a defense of 4. So we're good.
Huh? How about that?
They shield walled.
They shield wall the big tree. And it's your turn.
Okay, Noble Lord goes next. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to activate the crossbow. We're going to use Seize the Day. We're going to activate the crossbow, and I'm going to have to dig into the rulebook a little, because what I want the crossbow to do, they're going to do a fighting withdrawal. They're getting out of combat. So give me a moment, guys. I'm going to have to look that up because I've only done this like twice. Fighting withdrawal. Here we go. Withdrawal. Withdrawal actions that are taken in order to remove your regiment from melee can only be used by a light or medium regiment. That definitely counts. And only if the regiment's in contact with one or more enemy regiments. That definitely counts. All right, roll a die if the result is less than or equal to the highest resolve characteristic in the regiment. It's a clean withdrawal. If the result is higher than that, it is a fighting withdrawal. Well, they have a resolve of 2.
Okay, my guys are, fearless won't bother.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, if you're terrifying, that would have mattered.
Right.
All right, so here we go. Fighting withdrawal of the crossbowmen. Oh yeah, they suck. So
6.
fighting withdrawal. It immediately takes D6 wounds for each of its stands. All right, so it's going to take.
Of course.
I roll boxcars. So they make a fighting withdrawal and get massacred. So they're dead.
Hey, I finally.
Yay, fighting withdrawal. Now, leaders do something with the withdrawal. This is one reason why we like leaders. Leaders halves the number of wounds it suffers. Well,
6.
yeah, so I'll have one guy left, and he'll have to take 6 resolve rolls because I took 6 wounds, and he's going to run. So he's dead.
Yeah.
He runs away.
Let's just.
We'll just call it. We don't need to actually play that one out. All right. So yeah, the leader will have that. That's good to know. In this case, not very useful. But okay. So the noble lord has gone. He's done. It is the Nords' turn.
Another unit of Ogre. So I have 4 more stands. Where do I want them? Because at this point, this is looking pretty grim. This is not looking that great either. So I'm guessing that I'm going to need to do something.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Type it in the comments. What would you do if you're the Nords right now? Pack it up and retreat?
Get good.
Get good.
All right, so I think I've got to do something with this flank over here because you still have your Steel Legion to come.
I still have Steel Legion, correct?
Right, and this guy has a way to move over if he has to. So my logic here is I need something on the level. Okay, what did I do with mine? Okay, so they are a movement of 6, I believe. That's what I said.
They are moving to 6.
Okay, so they're going to move up. They're just going to move straight up 12.
Okay.
Which will put them right about here. Put them here because I want to be within 6 of that. Still score my points for the turn. And line these guys up too because actually, just in case I have to maneuver. So put you here, so make sure 6 inches from the middle of that. All right, so they have to come over a little bit. All right, that's enough. All right, cool. There it is.
All right, cool. All right, mercenary crossbowmen are going to go next. I did seize the day on them, which means they have the next time that unit type comes up, even though I haven't used this unit, these guys have to go away. So they're done. It is now the Nords' turn again.
And it's a mountain yonter. So slightly in the way, so I'll have to wheel just about an inch. So okay, so I have 5 inches.
I don't think Dave gets a point for my crossbowmen's dying withdrawal. They don't score points for killing in this mission unless you have a secondary objective that gives you another point for killing a unit.
I don't. Well, that one's going to be.
This is purely an objective game. You score points from objectives. Killing units does not give you points. Unless you have a secondary objective that grants you a point for killing
One of your regiment kills. No, that doesn't help.
So it should still be 4 to 3.
Yeah. He's facing that way. And then he's got 3 inches there, and then 3 more inches up.
Alright, you good?
I'm good. Alright, I've only got one more card, and that card is not here anymore, so I'll just go ahead and throw it in the pile.
Cool. All right, militia bowmen. These guys are going to go. They're going to open fire on the Jotner right there. They are within 12 inches, so they do not. This one is going to be obstructed. These two are not. So this will be 10 shots. They're going to aim and fire, so on a 2. And they have a leader. So 1, 2, 3. 3 hits from the militia bowmen on the
They're
giant.
just bowmen, they're not the crossbowmen.
Correct.
Okay, so I have an armor of 1. So 3 ones, 3 skulls. That's some 2s. How about that? And a skull. So
Alright.
I take 2 damage.
2 damage.
So I'll just put this here
Cool.
to signify that.
Okay, next we've got more militia bowmen. These militia bowmen are going to reform. And they are going to open fire on the Ogres.
Oh, you're definitely within half range.
So 12 shots on their juicy sweet 1. Here we go. Whoop, don't count. And we have a leader. Look at all those not skulls. 1.
All right.
Now if I was playing 40k right now, you can bet I would have rolled 7 1s. Especially if I had plasma.
That's why I brought my Zinch dice. So the Ogre's armor value is
2?
Which one is it on?
I think they're 2. D, 2.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
So you got that 1 wasp sting arrow. Can I do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, hit his toenail. Yay. Took a wound.
So they have a total of
4 each.
4 each. So he's got 1 wound. Where's that skull?
All right, mercenary crossbowman next. Three units are in range. 1 is not. We're going to, either way, we're halved. So we're going to move up a little bit and position myself so I can do something. So I have knights in my face, but the Jotner is a size 3, cavalry is a size 2, which means that I can see the Jotner and shoot at him. So I'm going to get 5 shots at him with a volley of 2 with a leader, because I just rolled a bunch of 6s, and if we were playing another game, you'd be so dead right now. 1 hit, and then you're not going to get a save because that's armor penetrating.
So he's taking 3 wounds at this point.
All right, the Imperial officer goes next. He bastions them uselessly. The knights go. Now here we have an interesting conundrum. You are 19 inches away.
About 18. You're
Or
close,
18,
yeah.
10. So I can charge. I get a reroll. So yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to move here. So this will put me 10 inches away from you.
Okay. Just go ahead and roll before you move everything up.
Well,
I guess you got to.
In this case, because I have a good chance of failing. So.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm hoping for.
Oh, I'm sure. All right. And so now we're 10 inches away. I have an 8-inch movement. I need a 2. But I get a reroll because I have a standard. I'm glad I have a standard. Because I rolled that 1. Need 1s
Juicy
everywhere.
1.
Except for when I don't want it. Gonna do it again?
No.
Oh. You have to charge off. So 12-inch charge easily puts me in there.
Yeah.
Boom. So we're going to come in. And my flag is going to kick you in the face.
I'll move these guys up for you.
Only getting impact hits. So we'll start with my lords since there's a little bit weaker. Clash value of 4. I'm going to hit 2 impact hits for that, so you will get your defense 2.
2.
Nope.
So that's 2 wounds.
Okay, 2
Keep
wounds.
track of this.
And then you're going to have 6 more impact hits. These ones you will not get a save because they're brutal 2.
Yes.
And we're going to be hitting on, I believe, a 3.
So roll those 6s.
Yep, we're on a 3 with the charge. Or sorry, a 2 because it's impact hits don't get that.
Okay, so you got 2.
I got 2. So you're going to take 2 more. So you've done 4.
You'd be dead.
And you're going to have to do 4 resolve rolls.
And their resolve is... Resolve is 2.
Good.
Alright, so
3.
I made 1, so I take 3 more on this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just do 3 more on this guy, since he's closer to the objective.
All right.
Alright. Was that it? Oh wait, you still got more stuff.
I got men at arms.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to charge these guys.
Oh, absolutely. Can't fail.
Cannot fail. So that's a front charge.
Uh-huh.
12 attacks. Clash value 3 right now. With a reroll. I love leader upgrades so much. 7 hits. 7 hits to the Ogre.
Do you have any cleave or anything?
They are men at arms. They are only good at dying.
Got 2s. Hey, how about that?
Holy crap.
I only took 3.
Okay, took 3 and you'll take 3 resolve rolls now.
Alright. That guy's got 1 on him, so it definitely kills him.
Yep. So you'll be at normal resolve of 2.
And I
3
take 3
more.
more. So remove that guy, and then 1 more guy is on. He's got 1 left.
He's got 1 left? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're taking 3?
Yeah.
Okay, and this one's one borrowing from me, so I'm just going to move him over now. There is no killing point for killing the warlord either. It depends on your mission. I got a point for killing his warlord because that was a secondary objective I chose to respond to the comment in the thing. My last is to bring in Steel Legion.
Sweet.
Where do we bring in Steel Legion?
Gee, I wonder.
Well,
I know what I would do, but I've been making bad decisions the whole game, so.
it's a tough one. There's not a real good answer. To me, there's not a clear answer. Because I don't know which direction I need to go in, I'm going to put them in the middle. And we'll let them decide through what happens next.
And that's it for.
That will be
the
it.
turn.
So scoring, I'm going to get this one. You're not going to get that one.
Yeah, because you have.
Well, I have 3 and 3 already. Plus, I will be contesting with these.
Are they within 6? Yes. Okay, so
That one.
I don't get. Because 6 was like right at that guy's line. So you get that guy, so we're just 1 and 1. Nobody gets that one, correct?
Yep.
Because it's how many.
It's how many stands are there.
Stands are in there.
Yep.
Okay.
That's correct. So it looks like I will get an extra point and you will get nothing. Because you will not get that one or that one. I get this one. Sweet. All right, so let me adjust. I got to adjust the scoreboard. I will get an extra point. We are on turn 5?
I
Yep,
believe so,
turn
yes.
5.
I don't think we're going to make it to 10.
These games never go to...
I don't believe that's happening.
Yeah, probably not. right, turn 5. All of our forces are on the table. It is 5-3 in favor of the once and future king. We have some pressure on the right. We have some pressure on the left. This is the final thrashings of the battle, or probably this turn.
I would say that. I would say this turn is going to determine everything.
Probably is. Okay, so this is my favorite part of the game, is having to actually figure out the order I want to move my guys.
Luckily, I don't have that problem right now.
I mean, overall.
Oh, yeah.
If we're playing another game, I just do my whole thing at you. And
Well, it really brings in the tactics portion of it.
Yep.
You're not just what you feel, not when you're going to move them.
Yep. I'm telling you, that seize the day ability, I really like that. You guys are probably dead. Probably. You're probably so dead right now. You're not going to live through that. Probably not. Probably not. Okay, I think we're ready for turn 5.
Alright, roll off.
Roll off. You got the advantage. There's a 6.
There, 1.
All right, so I'm going to go first. Men at arms. What do we want? Where do we need things to not go awry at? That's the question. Okay, we're going to do these guys.
Okay.
We have 8 guys who can fight.
I'm assuming they'll be inspired and...
Oh yes, of
Yes.
course, of course. Inspired with their leader, so on and so forth. All right, 3s with the reroll.
Ooh. Oh,
Mr. Jotner, enjoy
How many
6
is that?
hits.
6. Well, it won't quite kill me. The resolve might.
It could, yeah.
So that is... Hey, look, there's some 1s
Yep.
and 2s. I think I've got a... Let's see.
You have a defensive 1.
Oh, defensive 1. Cool.
So 4 wounds.
So, 4 wounds.
Put you at 7.
Okay.
I cannot kill you this turn, even if you fail all 4 of these. Which you did.
I did. So 1.
You have 1 wound left.
So I'm just going to turn this into a skull just to signify how close to being dead I am.
All right.
All right.
Go men at arms.
My turn. Uger, I'm going to activate these guys because they need to put in some work so I can get this objective back.
Okay.
Hopefully. Hopefully. So they get 4 attacks each.
Yep, so you got
They
12
can-
attacks.
They can inspire.
Yep.
So I'll have a clash of 4.
Sure.
12 attacks.
Uger are great for Nords. Best unit you have right now. Again, I would have 9 of them. I would have 2 units of 4, maybe even have a unit of 5 and 4 on both wings.
Alright. So 4s or less. Pick up 9 misses. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7, you're cleave 1, right?
Cleave 2, I believe. I said cleave 2.
And maybe cleave 2.
Cleave 2.
Okay, I've got defense 4 normally, so we'll be at 2. What do we got?
A bunch of 1s and 2s. How about that you only failed 2?
I failed 2.
Alright, normally those two resolve rolls.
2 sweet resolve rolls. All right, Noble Lord's resolve, I believe, is a 4. No, it's a 3. What kind of character is a 3?
He scares easily.
Okay. Do the knights have a 4? That'd be funny. No, they have a 3 as well. Okay. Okay. I failed. 2 of them.
So you took 4 damage total.
Yeah, I lost 1.
Stand.
Lost a stand.
How about that? I wasn't going to tell you that that was the one contesting, but I figured
I know that
you'd
was the
figure it
one
out
contesting.
eventually.
Yep. Actually, you know what? We'll do this. Oh, that's the leader model. We like him. We're going to get rid of the standard bearer.
Okay.
Okay.
Your turn.
All right. Oh, Ronnie James. Holy diver. I'm
No.
a giant.
Roll like 5s and 6s
All right.
or whatever.
5 dice on a 3. Each one is 2 hits. Holy diver. 2.
2. So I got 4 results.
So wow, I've rolled 10 dice and I've done 4. I'm going a little under average there.
So, and he's dead.
So I set the giant on fire.
I think there should be a rule where he falls over on people.
Wrong game. That is a game. It's not this one.
All right. So it's my turn, and I guess the only giant that I have is right there.
Yep.
So okay, so he moves forward his 6 inches, and then I can charge.
Yeah, sure. You have movement of 6, right?
Yeah.
So you're probably automatically in there, huh?
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a quarter off there.
Yeah.
So bring him
It's a +3.
in. Yay, 9 inches, yay.
So am I in their flank at that point?
Yeah, so how you do the flank, I would say yes, you're definitely in the flank, but I'll just do it. So there's like an X here, see that?
Yeah.
So this is their flank zone right there. You're like big time in their flank.
Okay.
They like it.
I'm gonna have to take him off his tray because he's not gonna move through.
That's fine. Actually, I really like the fact that you can take these guys off their trays for that purpose. So resolve for the new people, I will have to reroll failed or successful resolve rolls because I'm flanked.
I only get my impact hits.
You only get your hit, but you have 6 impact hits. So
So let me just make sure. I think my clash was a 3.
I think so.
Yeah.
3 or less.
So 1, 2, 3, 3.
All right. Does he have brutal impact?
No.
Okay, so I have t-shirt save. T-shirt save fails, so I take 3 wounds, 3 resolves off the Imperial officer's leadership. Let me guess, it's a 3 probably.
I'm terrifying.
And they're not going to show me what his leadership is, so I'm going to have to look it up real quick. Imperial officer, what are you? What are you? Yep, resolve 3. So we have a 2.
And he's terrifying, and he's in a flank. So what is that?
It means they're a 2 and I have to reroll successes. So I made 2, so I have to reroll the 2 that I made because they're in the flank, and I'll make 1 more, so I'll fail 2 more. So
There was 3 total.
Yep.
From that, and then.
well, I rolled 3, I made 1,
Yeah.
so I lost 2 from that,
Mhm.
and then 3.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fun. You guys ready for another fighting withdrawal? Who's ready for another fighting withdrawal? We are. All right, Imperial officer, you're useless.
All right, my turn. Uger,
Okay.
inspire. So I got 12 attacks. Sorry. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's check to see what that was on. Definitely not 5s and 6s.
They're on 3, 4s. Their clash is 3 normally, right?
Yeah. So 4s. Take that one out. Take that.
We got 6.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, defense 3,
Cleave 2.
minus 2.
There's just ones.
So 4, and then resolve. I'm gonna get 2, so you'll take 2 out, so I lost 6.
All right. And that's all my cards actually, because you killed my other giant. So, go ahead, sir.
Okay. Let's see, what are we gonna do? What do we want to do besides kick my camera stand with my big feet? All right. So we got a lot of I've got a lot of actions to do, which is good. The bad part is I've got a couple of tight spots here. Okay, so household knights will go next. So we're going to fight.
Yes.
So we're going to have 4. We're going to have 8 knight attacks. And these guys are clash. Probably, yep, 2. So there's a 3 right now. And leader's one of the guys, so I get to reroll one of the many misses I made. Still continue to miss. 3 hits.
Okay.
So go ahead and do your defense too.
Okay, what's my... they don't cleave or...
No.
Oh, I thought they did. Alright, so I save 1, take 2. 2 resolve tests. That's 2 more, so 4 wounds total. Alright, so that kills him and does a wound to him. Or, well, no, he had 3 on him, so 2 of them are gone.
Okay, and then the Lord will go next. The once and future king has 5 attacks. He is hitting on... You would think I would memorize this. His clash is 3 normally. I have a 4 for being inspired. And he's got flurry, so he rerolls. So hitting on 4s.
Huh.
So all 5 hit. No cleave or anything.
Alright. Alright, I take 1, 2, 3, 4.
So that'll kill him.
That kills him, and that's the unit.
Alright.
Alright. I think it's pretty safe to say that you have this in the bag. But I know you want to use your Still Legion, so go ahead and do it.
Men at Arms will go next. They have 6 attacks. Yeah, we never get to use
You
Still
never get
Legion.
to use the Still Legion, so...
They always come walking out at the last second. So Inspire, they're hitting on 3s. And I reroll. So 4 hits.
Alright. That is 4 wounds. That kills that guy and leaves the other guy on 1 wound. So,
Go ahead and do your resolve.
oh, that's right. And I pass 1 of them. So that does that.
So 7 total.
Yeah. Kills him.
1.
That's 1.
Another guy's 4.
4. Whoop. 5. So I put him at 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. 2 remaining. Wherever that is.
Okay.
All right.
Noble Lord. Nothing.
Yep.
Militia Bowmen are going to open fire on that guy. They're going to aim. They're going to be on volley 2 with the leader.
Oh wow.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's 8 hits. 8 hits. I rolled 8 1s and 2s, which is my normal Warhammer rolling.
All right.
Except in that game, you want to roll high.
And yeah. Yeah, he's dead.
All right, we kill him off.
Yeah. I made a few saves. All right. Now the lone mountain out there trying to figure something out.
Mercenary Crossbowmen will go next. They're going to have 1 attack and a supporting attack. So, and the officer gets a supporting attack.
Just
so.
kick him. Just kick him once.
Here we go.
One good time.
Inspired, so that's 2 hits.
2 hits. This one guy. So his yeah. So let's see if I can roll that juicy 1. No. Oh wait. Oh, 2 hits. That's
2
right.
hits, yeah.
He's taking 2 wounds. It resolves.
What's it? He's got 3, right?
Oh, he's got a resolve of 3. Yeah. So he made 1.
So
He's taking 3 wounds.
Cool.
This one little crossbowman just
He's got
kicked him in the shin.
He's got guys behind him.
You can do it.
They throw a rock. Militia Bowmen over here. They're just going to hang out. Steel Legion. They're going to charge.
Absolutely.
They're 9 inches away. I have a standard, so I can re-roll. They're moving a 5, so I need a 4. Charge. Re-roll. Nope. Steel Legion, once again, will not do jack squat in my game. Okay, so that is the end of the turn. Scoring.
You were
2,
going to be able to get that, so
3,
3.
and I will claim seize the ground, which basically means any turn in which one of my regiments scores victory points for seizing territory in enemy's half of the battlefield, none of your enemy regiments seize territory in my half, which is, in this case, true. So I have scored 4 points.
All right, so that's
Puts me at 9, so yeah, it's like 9 to 3.
Billion.
9 to 3. Do you want to continue, or are we good?
I think we're good.
Right.
I don't really know. I can't score any objectives over here. You're just going to get 2 more points over here, plus your 1 point over there. I mean, I can't score any secondary objectives, so that's it for me.
All right, let me
Lesson learned.
do my update real quick, and we'll do a wrap up, guys. Thanks for bearing with me and my scoreboard here.
This is a learning experience.
All right, 9 to 3 is our final score. We're going to call it right here. The next turn I would have scored at least 1 point, and I would have won, and he's got a giant left. So,
Yeah.
So final thoughts. Post them in the comments section. Dave, what do you think? So that was your first game.
Not aggressive enough, and/or too aggressive at times. So that's how I felt about it. I think that I made some very big mistakes. And if somebody who has more experience than me with this wants to point it out, please do. But I had fun. I don't care if I lost. It was still fun. I really wish the Jarl would have gotten to do a little bit more.
He did pretty good.
He did. But I mean, like I said, we were talking before the game even started. They're like a glass cannon. I mean, there's got to be a balance, like between being like really aggressive and then just not aggressive at all. Like I've got to find that balance because they have range, but against your range, it's not gonna, I won't be able to take it for longer running minimum size units.
Right, minimum size units definitely hurts. Another thing is if you're going against the Spires or you're going against the Dwagam, the Spires have even nastier range because they have guys that have a 28-inch range and they don't require line of sight. Well, they require one of their regiments have line of sight too, anywhere. So 28-inch range is long. And they also have infiltrators, which are only 18-inch range, but those have deadly shots. So your Ogres and your Giants are taking 2 wounds for every successful hit, and they pump out 2 shots each. So they're gross. The Dwagam, their big thing, of course, is the fire source for setting fire to your whole army. That's like having 2 Ronnie James, only he's able to hit multiple of your units with each one of his fires. So, yeah, you need bigger units. Trolls will be useful.
Yes.
Werewolves will be useful because they're fast. Huskarls will be useful to give you a battle line with shields.
Not only werewolves are light brutes.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be really cool too, to have that fast light unit. And then that brings the Jarl's supremacy ability into play, where you just be like, well, you got to add 2 to your roll.
Right.
Or -2 to your roll.
Right. Yeah, so there's some cool things coming out that'll hopefully help out. We have any comments in the comment section? We do not. So it looks like
Everybody's bailed on us.
everyone's bailed on us. We have a few people still watching. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up since we're up to 2 hours. It's a 2-hour long game. Thank you guys for watching. This will be up on YouTube, obviously. I don't know how well the format goes. Let me know what you think. I'm going to work on new cameras, new setups. This is a first for me.
Lists. I'm going to work on new lists.
So I'm going to bounce around between doing this and then doing the traditional video camera where I can control things more and condense things. But if this was successful and you guys enjoyed watching live, I'll definitely like to do more of these. So we'll work on painting more of our stuff so that we have better painted armies. I want to actually get a closer up camera in here. It's a matter of freeing up USB ports. I don't have like the greatest machine in the world in terms of USB ports available, so I'm working with what I got right now, and we'll build from there. So we got Aaron, would you guys adjust any regiment sizes for the future? I see the 3 is not enough, but I see the need for getting bolstered by 1 or 2 stands. Yes. So, like what you saw in my army, I brought Steel Legion in with 4 stands. Honestly, if I was tuning my list specifically against Dave, I would not have brought Steel Legion at all, because I don't need Cleave 2 against Nords right now. They're all defense 1 except for the Uger 2. I don't need Cleave 2. And plus, Steel Legion, they came out late like usual, and they didn't do it. They didn't even charge. So, and then when we had adjusted the game up to 10 points, well, we made it to what, turn 5 and going into 6. So Steel Legion would have come in. I mean, they would have probably gotten a turn.
They would have done something eventually, but I mean,
right. We need to. I'm looking forward to seeing what the new scenarios are to help these heavy units out a little bit better. Because right now, heavy infantry units, I don't think are going to be seen a lot. Heavy cavalry will be different because they're faster. Heavy monsters are faster if they can get in there. We'll see. But like men-at-arms, so I had a unit of 5 stands, and that was what they're there to do: absorb wounds. Because units of 3 aren't doing anything, right? If you have 3 Uger, I'm going to kill 1. You have 2 now, and he's not scary to me. Unless you're fighting like militia, and if you're fighting militia with your Uger, I don't care.
And my original plan was going to be to bring 3 Uger, but we talked about it, and that probably wouldn't have been very fun. Because
right.
I was going to bring more in these units.
I would have planked them off. 3 units of 3 Uger now might be useful, because now there's 3 different units, which give you more activation. So I think there's a way to work both. My knights, I definitely don't like them in units of 3, because 1's going to die at least coming over. So I had 3 left. In terms of my missile units, I usually leave them minimum size, because I want more activations with them, and I want to be able to choose different targets. So that's why I leave them as minimum. So yeah, I definitely think bigger units will be more useful.
And also for me, I'm not completely sold on the giants. Like, they're cool, but like if they take hits. I mean, the one guy kicking him took a quarter of his wound, or a third of his wound.
You look at frost giants.
Right.
So I did a video on proxies. Proxies are, as long as they represent, I mean, for me, I don't care. They have a really cool D&D. I have 2 for my Kings of War, frost giants. They're giants, and they're also sorcerers. So how awesome is that?
Yeah.
And they're like, I don't think they're like $25 down at our local game store. So Jason Thompson Slavatsky mentions running both Dragon Slayers and Thanes in a game. I would definitely say don't at 1,500 points, because they're not going to come onto the table until late. You kind of do one or the other right now. Mediums are your king units. They are the ones that do they're your workhorse units. Lights help push the lines up. And you guys, Dwegum, because Jason runs Dwegum, and that's what he's talking about, have access to the automatons, which are really good. They're like the faster cavalry equivalent for Dwegum. They're machines, but they're fast. And flame berserkers. And flame berserkers are one of the 2 gold standard units I consider. And the gold standard unit means it's the top of this pile. A flame berserker unit hits like a medium unit, but is in a light slot. So it comes out on the table right away, and then it tears things up. And the other gold standard unit is also a light unit, and it's the clone infiltrators for the spires, because they just do disgusting amounts of damage, both in range and melee. So heavies are fun. They look cool. I'm definitely going to be messing around with scenarios. I'm waiting to see what the rules look like, because I don't know what they've done. If they haven't done anything or not much, I have a scenario pack I'm going to probably put out just for me. If you all like it, cool, whatever, for our campaign. And it's designed to there's going to be a couple missions they highlight the heavy units. They let the heavy units shine. They score more points, and I like random scenarios just because you don't know what you're going to get, which means you can't list build against it and tune it, but it gives you an incentive to do it. It gives you an incentive to bring in the heavy units. So anyhow, that's what I think about those. Do we have any other comments before we go ahead and wrap this up? Going once, going twice.
Looks to be about it.
All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to putting out some more videos in the future. Check out underspire.net for any more content. Of course, we have our writing contest going on right now, a bunch of other things. So until then, cheers, and I'll see you later.